sir.
Is it possible that you're ever going to write a prequel to the series or a sequel?
Is it possible? Well, I'll say this, and then you can decide whether it means it's possible or not. Next fall, a year from now, when we'll all be older and some of us maybe even dead. Hopefully not me. A year from now, in the fall, there will be published a book by Lemony Snicket that takes place a long time before a series of important events takes place. But I don't know if that answers your question. But it's a fact I thought you might be interested. Yes, sir. Yeah, you.
So, as an aspiring writer, how do you tell the difference between a stupid idea and a brilliant idea? I feel there's a very thin line.
There's definitely a thin line. I think the line is thinner in real life than it is in fiction, probably, between a good idea and a bad idea. Because so many bad ideas seem like good ideas. Let's try this restaurant. We've never been here. Oh, no. I don't really think it's the quality necessarily of the idea, but I think that you have to write things down and then they're bad. And if you're a writer, most of what you write down is bad. And if you're an aspiring writer, the percentage is a little bit higher, but not as much higher as you'd like. You would like to be a lot better at it when you're not aspiring anymore, but you're not at all. So you have to write it down and see it. It's like trying a restaurant. I've never been there, let's try it. And you think, they put jalapeno in the middle? Doesn't make any sense. And then you don't go there again. Yes?
What's VFD stand for?
VFD? VFD are 3 letters that the Baudelaire orphans find in a series of important events, and each letter stands for one word. You don't have to be right. Not everyone's real right. Yeah.
What moment inspired you to write a series of unfortunate events? Like, were you just sitting around lazily doing nothing, or did something just pop in? Did you have an aha?
I like that you would assume that I would just be sitting around and doing I guess it proves that there's no point in dressing up. I thought it would make me look like someone who doesn't sit around lazily doing nothing. But apparently that's it doesn't get much fancier than a 3-piece suit, and yet I failed to convince you. Maybe next time I should wear overalls and a hard hat. No, the answer is no. The answer is basically that a story began to come to me based on books that I admired, like the books I was showing slides of, about terrible things happening to small children over and over again. I thought that was interesting. I kept thinking about it, and a little funny. Even though it wouldn't be funny if terrible things happened to you over and over again. It wouldn't be funny to you. It might be funny to others. That's awful. Yes? Sure, you. Was that your question? Your question was me? Yes. Do I have other hobbies besides writing books? I play the accordion a little bit. And I live near a hill, and I like to walk to the top of that hill. But I don't know if that counts as a hobby. The man sitting next to you is shaking his head that it doesn't count as a hobby. He seems maybe like a bossy man. Yes?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Everyone's asking that question.
It's already been
Me?
answered.
Do you have a favorite word? Like, I have a favorite word.
I do. I have a favorite word. Yes. No, my favorite word is defenestration, which means throwing somebody out of a window.
That's
It's
my favorite word.
It's not a hobby. I like that word a lot. And a few years ago, I was asked by the Oxford English Dictionary, the greatest dictionary in the world, 20 volumes long, a beautiful dictionary, and they called me and they said, we will send you an Oxford English Dictionary, all 20 volumes of it, if you allow a photograph of yourself to appear in a magazine and with your favorite word. And so I said, yes, it's defenestration. And then they showed me the photograph in the magazine, and next to me was Doris Lessing. And her favorite word was justice.
Ah.
So one writer said, I like the word for when the world will be at peace because everyone will have what they deserve. And then I was standing next to her saying, I like the word where you throw someone out of the window. I didn't feel good after that. Yes?
If you had to choose any genre, what would it be?
If I had to choose any what?
Genre.
Genre. I thought you said any job. And I thought, composer of narrative fiction. If I had to choose any genre, to be in or to write or what?
So like to choose like what's your favorite genre? To read. Yeah, to read.
To read?
Yeah.
Oh, to read? I would say Victorian shock novel. If I had to just choose one. Because exciting things happen over and over again. I was trying to think, if I were on a desert island with an extremely limited library, for some reason, of my own design, what would it be, besides how to get off an island? And I guess I would choose that, because exciting things happen over and over again. But I would go mad reading the same genre over and over again. I think eventually I would jump off the cliff, highest cliff in the island. Or coat myself with raw meat and see if sharks were interested. Yes? Are the Baudelaire children real people? Definitely. They are absolutely as real as the inner secret himself. They're equally real. They're the same amount of real as